I have myself a wonderful new client who mailed a couple of quilts to me for holiday quilts, actually. Elizabeth sent these over, and I am so happy about it. Friends, I take quilts by mail all the time. I love it. I live in Yuma, Arizona. Right now is summer. It is my slower season because a lot of people are out of town right now, getting out of the heat, but I am here all year long, so send quilts over. I am ready to receive. I'm super happy about it. She sent over a Halloween quilt and a Christmas quilt, and I'm excited to get started on these holiday quilts. Friends, it is never too soon to send them over because that way they can be finished here before any kind of a rush. You can get the binding on them. You can even get them packaged up and ready to go to whoever's going to be loving them, or putting them up on your own couch or love seat or guest bed at your own house. We have lots of fun options there. Let me talk to you about what's going on in her adorable Halloween quilt there. Isn't that so sweet? Look how fun that is. I love it. I love the funness of the Halloween fabrics. So the quilt actually goes this direction given the option. I assume that like the shorter distance would probably be running this way. Okay, so that if that makes some sense, I've got it folded in half to you right there. Here's the backing fabric. So cute. She put this chevron in between it with some extra fabrics right down the center. Now technically, my friends, this is the selvage on each side, and this part here of course has all of those seams in it. What would I like to do? If you watch enough of these videos, you'll know technically I would like to roll that and run it the other direction. What I would like to have is that this big seam runs horizontal and that my selvages run parallel to the take-up bar and the belly bar. Why am I doing it this way then, you might be asking? Well, here we go. The reason for it is because I feel strongly that the quilt should lay this direction, the way it's laying right here. I also feel like this is going to make more sense if it's also going vertical on the quilt. And I want to make sure the chevron is kind of pointing up. To me, that seems kind of important. Well, the design we're putting on it is my fabulous Great Pumpkin, and Great Pumpkin is directional. So if I turn the quilt back the other way and I put the quilt on the other way, then the Great Pumpkin is going to be running along the side of the quilt. Somebody might not care about that, but I care about that. It seems to me like the pumpkin should be running upright. And so I have chosen to run the back this direction. It's going to be a little more challenging because now I have more things I have to watch all the way. I checked to make sure the selvage wasn't too tight so I could be happy with that. And then the other thing is, I also am going to have to center this quilt between the top of where the chevron starts and ends. So there's going to be some challenges, but I'm so happy that I've seen this ahead of time and that we can run it this way, and it is going to work. Just to show you, this is the wonderful thread that we're going to be using. It's going to be darling on there. And you can see there's a bit of a challenge with the backing, so I will be spritzing her and getting rid of all of those wrinkles with the water. Have an amazing day, my friends. Stay tuned.